everyone, Charmaine here with another Journal with Me video. For this spread, I actually used pressed flowers as you can see on the page. In this video, I will show you a flower pressing method for the impatient. Flower pressing usually takes about 2-3 weeks to sometimes a month to fully press. Let me show you a shortcut on how to achieve this pressed flower look almost instantly. Before that, may I invite you to click subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get to it. So the first thing that you have to do is, of course, gather your flowers. If you were to do this, I would suggest that do it in the afternoon when the leaves and petals are fully dried. Otherwise, just wipe them dry a bit before you lay them out on your baking sheet. I am actually working on top of an ironing board. I lay them down flat and with extra space on the sides, considering that when I press them down, they will take up more space. I carefully lay another baking sheet on top of the plants. I try my best to arrange the flowers and the petals underneath so that when I run the iron on top of them, I'm going to get full flowers or they don't deform. And then I just press the iron on top of it and leave it for 10 seconds. When moving it around, don't slide it out. Instead, just pick it up and drop it in another area. Because I did this yesterday and it smushed my flowers. The setting of the iron I used was on high. Also, you will hear a bit of sizzling. That's just the moisture from the plant evaporating. And after repeating this over and over again, eventually there was a smell. In my case, I didn't feel the need to worry because it only smelled like steamed vegetables. So I just repeated the whole process over and over again until I got really nice flat and dry flowers. Just to let you know that not all flowers will dry or cook, if this is cooking in any way, at the exact same time. So some flowers are thick and some flowers and petals or leaves are thicker. So it really depends. Please don't expect that all the flowers that you have prepared will be perfect. You will have to throw away a couple of them. But I guarantee you that there will be a couple of these pressed flowers that you can actually use. This is also a good opportunity to know which plants works best with what heat. So in my case, this purple one, it really just got smushed. It was so thin and delicate, both the petals and the stem. So for next time, I'm going to iron it separately and just press on it for a short while with maybe low temperature. So unlike regular flower pressing, when you undo the screws and take them out, you actually get dry flowers. These are still wet. Some flowers easily peeled off the baking paper, while some stuck on them because they still had moisture. Some petals burnt, so it's very different for each flower. I've shared this on some Facebook groups and others were suggesting to do this on a microwave. I haven't tried that. Maybe I'll try that some other time. But anyway, what I like about this method is that when I lay them out on the spread like this, I'm just using regular glue to stick them on the page. The colors are still bright. Because in regular flower pressing where you wait 2 to 3 weeks, you usually get a bit of fading, sometimes a whole lot of fading as well. So as you can see, the colors of the flowers are still very vibrant. So you will notice that some of the flowers on here aren't actually flat. I didn't press them so well, but I don't actually mind. Personally, I'm not very particular with keeping the color for a long time or with the bulk that it'll give my whole notebook. But if you are particular with that and you don't want to deal with fungus or any other issues that you see in this method, I suggest that you opt to do the regular flower pressing method. So to keep the flowers in place, I just actually brush it with a decoupage solution, which is 1 part water, 3 parts glue. So as I was finishing this up, I noticed that some of the bits and pieces were actually still really thick. So this page right here spent the night under a pile of heavy books. And that brings us to the next day, wherein I actually finished the entire spread. I am actually really looking forward to this particular Journal With Me video, this whole Journal With Me spread, because I got new stationery. If you're wondering where I got these new stationery stickers, washi tapes from, I got them from Crafting Heart, but they only ship within the Philippines, so you can check them out on Shopee. Otherwise, if you're looking for stationeries that ship worldwide, I can recommend inloveartshop.com. They have a good selection on there, and a good amount or a good percentage of my stationery stash is from that specific shop. And I also have a discount code. You'll get 15% off when you purchase something. Just use my code S3671. Let me explain to you the excitement over this particular stationery haul. This stationery haul is my first ever online purchase ever since the lockdown last March. So that's how many months? March, April, May, June. So around 4 months. That's the only thing that I bought online. I'll say that this is a bit unusual because I've been seeing posts online left and right where people are talking about their crazy online shopping sprees because of the lockdown, because of the pandemic, because everybody's at home. So a lot of people are spending time buying stuff online. The whole lockdown had a different effect on me for 2 reasons. One, I'm not really that much of a heavy online shopper. I prefer to see things in person before buying them. That's why I even have a stationery shop around the world series here on YouTube. If you haven't seen that yet, I suggest you try to check it out. You'll see that I try to vlog or at least talk about the stationery shops that I visited when I travel. Secondly, it is because of the fact that courier and postal services are not reliable at the moment. Philippine Postal Services just resumed a couple of weeks ago, and then courier services have so many disclaimers, like there is delay here, there is delay there. I just didn't want to deal with any of that for the last couple of months when there was a lockdown in the city where I lived. As things are already easing up, so I decided to make my first purchase. Actually, this purchase from Crafting Heart. He just lives in the same city where I am as well, and there was still delays. It was actually misrouted for a while, so that says something about the courier services here in the Philippines. But anyway, I'm super happy to say that this stationery haul is really, really good. So if you're wondering how or what these stationeries are specifically, I can't actually give you a specific name or brand for the set that I ordered. I actually just purchased this from Aline. It is a private listing because we're actually good friends, the owner of Crafting Heart. And then she just sent me a couple of the stuff that she has on hand, which she hasn't posted on her shop just yet. She said that if any of you would like to order some of her stuff, you can just message her directly so she can create a special listing for you as well. Anyway, so I have been answering comments on YouTube like the past couple of days. I then realized that I wasn't replying to a couple of comments, and from weeks or from months ago I actually missed them. So allow me to answer this question from 2 weeks ago. Have you tried using supplies that make you really push yourself from your comfort zone? Always interesting to see people realize that it can be done and can be fun. The answer to this question is yes, I do this all the time. I don't know if you've noticed this, but if you've been watching my recent tutorial videos, I actually experiment a lot, and that's how I come up with the paper crafts that I share on here on YouTube. I'm very open when I say that, hey guys, this is my first time doing it, so I'm adjusting and readjusting stuff as I go along, so it's not going to be perfect. Actually, this whole journal process of mine has been an evolution of trying and retrying different mediums, different supplies, and different styles over the past years. Just so you realize how much I've changed over the years because of consistently trying new things every now and then. This is one of my oldest journal spreads, and see how you can compare it with my current one. Anyway guys, I'll answer more questions next week during the Journal with Me video chit chat. I hope you enjoyed this video with a little tutorial on how to flower press. Thank you so much for making it here through till the end. I appreciate your presence and all the love that you share with me on YouTube and on Instagram as well. I'll see you again this Saturday. I'll have another paper craft video, and then pen pal videos on Tuesdays, and another Journal with Me video next Thursday. So keep safe, stay well. I'll see you again soon. Bye.